welcome back to another video. It's been a while. The last video that we shot was in preparation for 70.3 Worlds, and 70.3 Worlds was amazing. It was a dream come true day. Topor really turned it on that whole weekend. The crowd, the atmosphere, everything was incredible.
Let's go, Kyle!
I ended up in 4th place, which wasn't quite what I expected, but in hindsight, it was actually probably the race I was most proud of in the whole season. That whole preparation up to that race was, to be honest, terrible. I really rallied, got through it. The crowd just was so amazing. They supported me all day, and I think that's how I hung on to 4th instead of getting, blowing out to a top 10 or something like that. After 70.3 Worlds, it was super important for me just to take some time off. I think the reason that I had such a good year last year was that I took a lot of time off at the end of 23. And so yeah, took 3 to 4 weeks off. It was amazing. We went surfing, we went mountain biking, boating, whatever you can think of, we did it. It was an amazing off season. Then I got back into training, and then we went down to the South Island. One reason was to hang out with Braden and Sally and the kids, and that was awesome. It was really cool to be down there. And the second reason was to go and do aero testing down in Invercargill. So me and Braden are down here. We've got Justin, who's from Cycling New Zealand, who is the fitter and aerodynamicist at Cycling New Zealand. Gonna get into it. We've got the velodrome booked in about half an hour, so we're gonna get unpacked, kitted up, and fly around the velodrome for a couple days. It was important for me just to dial it in, get everything set up, and sort of have that baseline to go from for the rest of the season.
You ready to get aero? Was it Groenewegen who had like the nose thing?
It might be the answer, mate.
That could be it, I reckon.
I'm sure aero.
A bunch of those runs were testing different helmets, and funnily enough, for me, for some reason, those big Star Wars looking helmets don't work that well for me. We lost a whole bunch of speed. I'm not really sure why. I've got big shoulders, and we thought that, the big helmet would help put the air around it, but it doesn't. And so yeah, we tested a bunch, including the Met Drone 2, which is the new helmet that's just been released, and that came out on top for me, which is awesome. And yeah, we pretty much called up Met after that and was like, hey, let's work together. And this helmet works really well. I think it looks really cool as well. I mean, if it's quick enough for Pogacar, then it'll be fine for me. Another thing that we found from aero testing was going to the large speed max was going to be really beneficial for me. It put me in a lot better position. We found a lot more comfort without impacting my CDA at all, which is, a win-win. So thanks to Braden and Justin Ralph for the awesome week. It was really cool to dial in those things for myself, but also for Braden too, which is really cool. We found some really good gains for him in position and aero, and it was pretty cool to see him tearing up in Geelong and Oceanside, onwards and upwards for this season for both of us. Yeah, he's good at everything. Just the fucking man, really. Just a man of many talents, and I try to keep up. After we got back from the aero testing, I was full guns blazing into training for Singapore, and I was training really well. I put in so much work over the New Zealand summer. I was training so hard. Last year I suffered so much in the heat, and I did the typical athlete thing with, if I do more, I'll be better. And so I just went all out on heat preparation. I was doing rides in the bathroom with the shower on, with a wetsuit top on, trying to get my core temperature really high. I was doing saunas. I was swimming in the 38-degree hot pools at the swimming pools in Topor. And I just overcooked it as, like heat preparation, training, anything that you do too much of, you're gonna overcook it. And I gave myself rhabdomyolysis. At the serious end of things, you can actually end up in hospital, and it's kind of life-threatening. So yeah, luckily caught it quite early, just a couple of weeks off, but I really felt like I was going back to square one when I started training again for San Francisco. I've been back training for 6 or 7 weeks now and things are going really well. Obviously, I'm one race behind everybody at the moment, but I really made a conscious decision to take my time, not rush things, and just start my season a little bit later, because last year, honestly, I was in an absolute state by the time I got to November, because I've been racing from the December prior, and I wanted just to get ahead of things, get on top of my form, and come into this block of racing for the next 6 weeks on top. Because I want to win the series this year. Last year I was second, which was awesome. It was life-changing. It was incredible. Everything I ever dreamed of, but I want more. And so, yeah, want to win the series this year. And so that's the goal. That's what I'm putting everything towards, and things are going really well. I'm currently 2 weeks out from T100 San Francisco. Obviously, it's a race that means a lot to me. It's pretty close to my heart now. It was always a bucket list race, but we all know what happened last year. If you don't, we'll insert clip here. It was amazing, but I was this close from winning it. And so this year I want to be actually winning it. So yeah, I'm putting in a lot of work at the moment on the track. We're running as much as I can. We're testing a couple of different things. And yeah, 2 weeks to go until the big one. So speaking of being back on track, the rest of this video will be joining me on my track session, which will be tomorrow morning. It's a really hard one. Got a couple of shoes to test out, got a couple of lactate zones that I want to test out, but I think I'm in a really good place. So yeah, stay tuned. We're off to the track.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I go so everybody.
So we're here at the track and we're ready for a big run workout. It's actually quite a savage workout. So we've got 2K at 305, 2K at 325, 3K at 305, 2K at 325, 1K at 305, and 2K at 325 again. So another objective of today's run session is to try out this new shoe that I bought, paid full price for, which hurt the wallet. 500 euros for this shoe. It's the Adios Pro Evo 1. It weighs, I think, like 138 grams or something. It's super light, but it's also super fragile. So it's barely got any tread. It doesn't have an insole in it, which is a little bit cheating, I think. So yeah, I'll do one effort, take the lactates, compare it to how the Nikes went at the same pace. But yeah, we'll see how they go, so stay tuned in the video. Without further ado, let's get going. Time to don my feet with the most expensive shoes I've ever bought. Cost per K is not that good. If you get 100K out of the shoe, which maybe you will, it's 5 euros a K. That's quite expensive. That's worse than Uber. 3K at 305. Whoa. Whoa. They look cool. So Adidas, if you're watching this, which you won't be, or if anyone is watching and they work for Adidas, I know someone that works for Adidas, please send me a free pair if I enjoy these. Let's go.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I go so everybody know you know when they click through.
3.3. Similar. That one was 2K at 325 and the lactate was 1.6. It's like, what was it? 3.5 to 3.3 and then 1.9 was it to 1.6. So, and definitely lower lactates.
In the Adidas?
In the Adidas, like slightly lower.
Yeah.
I guess 1.9 or 1.6 is quite...
Could that also be like...
That could be warming up too.
Warming up, yeah.
Your body gets rid of the metabolites, those systems wake up.
Or you have to go back to the 90s.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the next now.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I go so everybody.
One more 2K, and then we're done. So in the Nike, I was 1.9, and the Adidas I was 1.6, and then again in the Nike I was 1.9 again, meaning Adidas is producing slightly less lactate. Bodes well for the Adidas, I guess. I suppose it's kind of a shoe that maybe like running in it then it didn't feel incredible because I'm not used to it. Like my muscles aren't quite used to the sort of stride that it puts me in. But obviously like I was producing slightly less lactate at both paces. Pretty sure that kind of tells us what we got to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the session was quite good. You have some days that you're on fire. Like last week I had a session that I was like, oh my God, I'm absolutely on fire. I can't be stopped. And then, some days, I feel a bit more fatigued, obviously, in a really big training block at the moment. But overall pretty happy. Like I'm feeling like the paces and the lactates are pretty similar to where they were last year. The sport, the way it's going, is just lifting and lifting, and I have to also lift myself, There's I reckon 10 guys who could probably win San Francisco. The depth's that strong. But also it's probably going to be freezing cold again. It's going to be tough conditions, probably windy, and the water's going to be really cold, so it's right up my alleyway, to be fair. Like a typical Topol day. Who do you think?
This guy, might not have heard of him. His name's Carl Smith.
I don't know. Hasn't shown himself this year.
Yeah. Anything could happen, some might say.
There's so many good athletes. I don't think he's going to race San Francisco, but I'd love to see Lionel line up. Maybe in Vancouver, his home T100 race. I'd love to see him line up and just to see how, he's obviously on a tear at the moment and he's on fire, and I'd love to see how he goes against the T100 guys. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That was, me back on track, literally and metaphorically. So now I'm gonna go home, get some food, go straight to the pool. We got a pretty gnarly swim session coming up. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Leon's coming to San Francisco with me, and so hopefully we'll have the video out in the Buildup / San Francisco race video. In the meantime, I've got another week of work left, and just try and sharpen the tool, sharpen the axe, and hopefully be ready for San Francisco. Bye. Bang.
Vlog completed.
Vlog completed. Over and out.